Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and this video serves as an update to the fastest Sports Classics video where I show the best fully upgraded Sports Classics cars in terms of lap time. For all the information you need about the series, check the original Sports Classics video, but otherwise let's see where the cars affected by advanced handling flags now fall after the Casino DLC changes. Now, unlike the Muscle Cars class, which I thought was going to be a big change and wasn't, the Sports Classics class, the vehicles that were affected by advanced handling flags have all changed and they've all got quicker. So first up we've got the Fagaloa, which sees pretty much the biggest change apart from the Italy GTO in the sports class, with a full second almost quicker per lap. And again, for those who don't know about advanced handling flags, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, there is a handy playlist which tells you the full story. I'll leave a link in the description and the pinned comment. But yeah, we've got the Michele GT up next, and this is one of the early cars that suffered from advanced flags, so it still has not only the bouncy flag, but it has the weird engine physics as well, which makes it not the best driving experience. But if you take away that, if you're just focusing on because, as I've explained in previous videos, the only thing Rockstar did with the Casino DLC was make the bouncy advanced flags less bouncy. Whereas the weird engine physics and the hitting the rev limiter and all that kind of stuff, that's still exactly the same for the cars that were affected by that. So all of these cars have a bit of a nicer driving experience than what they did. I think more so than the muscle cars, these cars were affected a little bit more by the bouncy aspect of the suspension, and since that's been reduced, we've seen the cars improve. Now, the Cheburek was one of the nicer advanced handling flag cars, so that hasn't improved by all that much, but obviously we saw the Michele GT was improved by a couple of tenths of a second as well. And one that isn't officially or doesn't officially have advanced handling flags is the Viceris. Now, this has had a wide variety of different speeds and lap times and all that kind of stuff. Because it was initially bugged when it was released, then it seems like they gave it advanced handling flags to fix that bug and make it not have the crazy top speed that it did when it was released. Still got a pretty decent top speed though. And then since the Casino DLC changes, it has become a little bit easier to handle as well. You can certainly have a little bit more confidence with it, and I think that is the same is true for all of these cars. They don't necessarily make, for example, the Swinger from a not nice driving experience to a wonderful driving experience. It's not like the Swinger is on Project Homecoming where all of the flags are removed, but it does make it a little bit better and more manageable and more able to have a bit of confidence that the car isn't going to just randomly hit a bump and go all over the place and be unstable. So even though the Swinger is pretty much exactly the same lap time as well, it gets that lap time from just being a bit nicer and more confident to drive. Whereas the Viceris, for example, as we saw, that's pretty much the same idea. And it has a pretty decent improvement in lap time, the Viceris. It goes up quite a few places with that 106 that it has now instead of the 107 previously. So yeah, a bit of a bigger change for the cars in the Sports Classics class. It's made the cars certainly nicer to drive, but they are by no means, as nice as they would be without advanced handling flags at all. And I think that is pretty much the same story across the board. Since with the Casino DLC, the cars that have advanced handling flags across all the classes, whether it's Supers, Sports, Muscle, Sports Classics, or the few odd ones here and there, they are nicer to drive, but they're not as nice as normal cars that don't have the flags. So that's pretty much it for this one, and pretty much all the testing done for advanced handling flag cars. Obviously the Italy GTO and the sports class was the main beneficiary of all of this, but we've seen some improvements from other cars as well. Consider supporting on Patreon or become a YouTube member if you want to get testing results early, and remember to read the description for more info, comment with your thoughts, like the video if you enjoyed or found it helpful, and subscribe for more. Thank you all so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.